I'm waning fast, but we're back on Smells Like 90's Rock, and we're just watching the video of Carly Fiorina.
She just drops.
Taking a fall at the Cruz rally last week. Of course, remember, last week Ted Cruz announces that she's going to be his running mate, and then he drops his campaign the next week. So it was like less than a week. She was a running mate for like 6 days.
Yep, something like that.
It was really exciting.
I just like the banner in the background that says Cruz, freedom, security, jobs, and just her just
and then
falling.
flop, on the ground.
Clunk.
It's like, oh, great. It's not so much for the security.
Which I don't know what it says about me that I laugh out loud when people fall down.
It's funny when people fall down. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that. It is funny when people fall down. Yes, it is.
I mean, I remember one time in high school, I was sitting on the bus.
Yeah.
like I was. Okay, the two people involved in this, I've known them since 4th grade.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to one of them. He had become a goth since 4th grade.
That's sad.
And the other one had become a redneck.
Oh, Lord.
And
I actually knew a goth student in school who became a redneck after he graduated. Yeah, I don't
wow.
know. I don't know how that worked.
Well, I could kind of see that.
But I've seen it. It did happen, yeah.
I could kind of see that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was sitting next to the goth kid. And he's crazy, but he's still like one of my beloved best friends from childhood.
Oh, now
anyway,
I feel bad.
Well, we're just sitting, waiting for the bus to get in motion.
Sure.
And our friends walking. The other guy, he's like walking to the back of the bus, just right in front of us. He just trips over something, drops to a knee, and then falls directly onto his face. And we just, it was just so spontaneous, and we just laughed. We just laughed right in his face.
Oh God!
And he
this is funny.
we're like crying, laughing, and he crawls into the seat behind us. He was like, "Oh shit!" I don't even care that I cursed on air. Just now, it was worth it.
It was worth it for that. Oh man.
I'm forever thankful for that moment. Honestly.
Yeah.
If I'm having a bad day, I think of that moment and I just laugh. It's so simple. Yeah, it's one of the funnier things I've ever seen in my entire life.
When people fall, I'm sorry, it's funny. It's even funnier when it's old people. I'm sorry, it is. I know I sound like an ass, but it's true.
Have you seen old people fall?
I've seen old people fall. Now, don't get me wrong. If an old person if it's a real feeble old person, and if they like, walk the wrong way, they just hurt themselves completely, that's bad. But if it's like, an in-shape grandpa who's still good and he trips over something, falls down, you can't help but laugh a little bit.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah. But no, I'm not talking about like fragile old people
yes.
who could seriously get hurt. No, I mean, people who are still, we're talking late 50s, early 60s type stuff,
My grandmother did break a hip in her 80s.
Yeah, see, I'm not, people in their 80s, no, that's not funny.
No,
that's
it was
sad.
not funny.
That's sad.
We visited her in the hospital.
Right.
It's like, oh, I love you so much. I'm sorry you fell.
Right. Sorry about all that.
And just the way that he fell, it was like a 3-step process. He tripped first, then he dropped to a knee. It's like as if he was trying to catch his balance somehow. But then he just fell face first into the aisle in the school bus. It was, I don't remember. I was kind of a depressed person in high school.
But that made your day.
Yeah, it just lit up my world that day.
Oh, I love that.
And my goth friend, who was also a depressed person, also just burst out laughing too. So,
oh God, that's funny. I like that. People need to fall more often.
Yeah, and they should be okay with it.
Yeah, exactly.
They should be okay with being laughed at.
Exactly. Be all right with it. Seriously.
Like, I don't want to see a Tumblr page devoted to fall
don't
shaming.
laugh at me when I fall down. No.
Fall shaming.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Well, we don't want to see that crap.
Stumble shaming.
Stumble shaming. Forget all that.
Hashtag stumble shaming.
Say that 50 times fast. Hashtag stumble shaming.
I feel like those kind of shaming campaigns. I don't know. Do they do more harm than good?
To shame someone or
Yeah.
not to shame?
Well, they're saying that you're being shamed for something that's, I guess, beyond your control.
Yeah, I do actually support the
Anti-shaming
Shoot.
campaigns.
Yeah.
I like how you yawned.
I had a burp and a yawn come at the same time. No, yeah, I support the anti-shaming because it's like when men make fun of bigger women, it's like that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
That's not a nice thing. Don't do that. And vice versa.
But it's just it gets to a point where it's like almost bizarre. Like you just fat shamed her. You just then there's like the converse of that. There's like you shamed her for being in shape and skinny.
Right, exactly.
Like there are literally campaigns dedicated to that too. Like just it gets to a point where it's just weird.
Yeah, it's like
like what?
It's hard to find where that line is drawn. That PC line is like there's a point where it becomes harsh, but you know, I mean, we can still like tease people, laugh at certain things, but then there is that line where it's like, okay, now you're just being an ass, just knock it off. You're just trying to make yourself feel better about yourself. That's all you're trying to do. But yeah, it's a great line there. But yeah, no, I'm a part of the anti-shaming. Don't do that. Don't be mean to people. What's the point of that? What are you getting at? What's wrong with you?
You're a person on the internet with no life.
That's
it.
At
That's all it is.
Particular moment, you are exactly. And it's sad to say, but it's true. It is.
I will say that it's sad that we have to devote campaigns to combat people like that.
Yeah.
Because they make up the vast majority of the internet.
Welcome to the new world.
Yeah.
Sad fact.
Although, I feel like I'm talking too much. Am I talking too much?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I just when I think of that, I think of like those people that have like really edgy Facebook profiles or like really ironic Facebook profiles.
Yeah.
But like I remember coming across somebody's somebody's Facebook profile. I think it was somebody that I unfriended.
Yeah.
And I looked at their political views and it said nihilistic anti-humanism or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I was like, whoa, like that's so edgy. I feel kind of threatened right now.
Right.
But then I scrolled to the relationship status, single. I was like, never mind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You just fell into perspective.
You
never mind.
You make sense now. Thank you.